Hello, loves. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are well. I hope you had a beautiful weekend. I hope you're not freezing. Fall has definitely rung the doorbell. We are getting rain, which is good because Gaia needs it. It's been really dry. Okay, I'm going to say hello to everyone. I am using StreamYard today. That way I can mark your questions and I don't lose them. And heaven forbid, we're not manifesting me getting kicked off of here, but I can come back to the same live feed and I don't have to start another one for take two. Okay? But we're manifesting. No problems. All right? So let's go back up here and say hello. Hello, everyone. 17. You popped in here first today. Hope you're well. Rush, you are not poo. Stop it. You're not number poo. All right. Okie dokie. I have some coffee questions. And I'm pretty sure King of Cups is out to get me today. He gave me one where let's challenge Jen to see if she can pronounce a hard word. That's all right. I cheated. I looked it up how to pronounce it. So, haha. I'm glad you guys are here. It was a busy weekend. It's a busy day, as always. But I'm going to spend some time with you guys today. And towards the end, I made 2 notes to myself so we can do another giveaway today. Okay? If you guys want. Hello, everyone. That's okay if you're in and out. I see you, Peg. I see everybody. Hi, Terry. You're driving. Yeah, let's not get distracted. That's Nadia's talent. She can drive and do multitasking. All right. All right. Just getting caught up. I'm looking for questions that I may need to mark any. I'm trying to understand the conversation, but sometimes it's best I'll just leave y'all alone. All right. But if you do have a question, Coffee Shop is open, and so is the chat, of course. All right. All righty. Let's get the show on the road. I've already pulled your oracles, and I've got your coffee questions, which I appreciate. So we'll get started. Thank you, Ataska. Jen got her hair cut. Yeah, I had to. I don't know if you've ever suffered with long hair. Sometimes you can get really bad migraines. So I had to cut it because the weight of my hair was starting to really affect, well, I have mental issues anyway, you guys know that. But no, it was really starting to give me headaches. So I just handed a family member a pair of scissors and said, have at it. All right. All right. First one I see is Nadia had a question. And thank you, love. It's nothing fancy. I haven't paid for a haircut in years. We do ourselves our own hair around here. So if number 527 is out of place, it's Kayla's fault, not mine. Just saying. Yeah, Kay, it is. It's been that way. All the women in my family have really thick, long hair, and after it gets to be a certain length, it causes really bad headaches. At least it does in my genetics. So anyway, but that way it's not always up in a cliff, and you don't have to clip, and you don't. Of course, I have one sitting here in case I need it, but you you don't have to stare at the librarian all day, minus the glasses, but it's all right. Clippers for you. That's the way it is around here for the guys. All right. Does it count? Do we get to lose weight that way? Just curious. All right, Katrina, I got your question, love. All right, let's go to the coffee shop first, and we'll do some of those. We'll bounce around. Our beloved Michael King of Cups. I'll go in the order that they came in. Anybody has access to these on my coffee page. If you want to follow along, that's totally fine. I've printed some out, and then the ones that came in after the show was getting ready to start, I've got pulled up on my phone. So no worries. All right. I got you, Nadia. All right, so that's 3 starred. So let's start out with King. Not the one where I have to pronounce a fancy word. I think y'all do it on purpose. Let's see if the redneck can pronounce a word today. And it ain't y'all. Okay. So King wants to know, we've been told that there are only 8 planets in our solar system. Did you leave out Pluto? King. What? I'm sorry. He's the adopted stepchild. I still accept Pluto. Are there really more than that? I believe there are, but let's see what tarot says. All right. Rocco's big squirrel. All right. Nothing wrong with that. Do that, Monia. Throw it over the cliff. I'm telling you. Yeah, you have really thick hair. Now, mine's thinned out a lot because of vitamin deficiency, but it's still, I shaved my head for years, like Lee's, to bring its health back, and it worked. So now that I have hair, the headaches have come back. And I actually found that it was starting to interfere with my downloads. And if I kept my hair pulled up all the time, or it was just the weight, it would cut off my ear ringing and downloads. So I said, we'll lighten the load on Jen's brain just a little bit. All right. All right. 17. I got you here. Funny K. That's a good one. I read one earlier while I'm shuffling for King's question. I saw a statement. You know those marquees that churches have? It's a business. I think it was for a bakery. And it says, the bread is much like the sun. It rises in the east and settles in the waste. Just saying. I love the jokes, guys. Rapunzel, yep, took it back. It's all gone. Give it a couple months. Be doing it again. Let's find out about these planets. Do we have more than what they're telling us? Well, new guy is out there, so should be considered one. Let's see how much they're lying to us. If they are, maybe we only have 8, 9, Pluto. Just saying. All right, let's see. And I am using, which deck am I using today? Astromatrix. Is it Astromatrix? Yeah. Astromatrix deck. All right. Oh, they have kept it out of our hands. They did not want us to know. It's funny, the first card I pulled up is the number 8 of Pentacles. No, they worked really hard to keep us out in the cold and not really know. They set boundaries. That's a Cup card. Yeah. I don't think we really need to focus too much on it. They are hiding secrets that it says not to worry. Let me see if they can tell us how many we really do have. Okay, they don't want me to ask. All right. Please understand that what the thief took, the information, it's a sword card. What they took from us, we will be reconciled with. So we will slowly find it out. but multiples. What they told us was an illusion, but there are multiple more out there. It doesn't want to give me a number. It just says, don't worry about it. I figure once we ascend, we'll be able to see it anyway. 15? Well, that would make sense. It would definitely make sense. I made a funny due to the eclipse. Eclipse wasn't, well, I wasn't really paying attention, but I don't think it was visible here. I know some people saw one the other day. I don't know. All right. But thank you, Michael, for that, because that's interesting. You get 15. I trust that. And I figure many are being used for different missions or space stations, so to speak. We know they do it to the moon, Saturn, and Mars for sure. Mercury and Venus are a possibility. Okay, I was just shuffling, thinking about King's number of 15, and the card flew out, and it's the Ace of Pentacles. Perfect. So we'll take King's answer, 15. All right. So that's the first one that Michael asked. Let's do one off the start in the chat, and we'll bounce back and forth. All right. What do our nads have? There's our Schneider boy. Usually say that you got sausage fingers today, don't you? Are you writing with your toes? Venus represents love, does it? Okay. Venus represents love. What's Mars supposed to represent? Chaos? I don't know. I haven't studied that far into the astrology yet. Thank you, Spirit. That was sweet. Spirit says, all of the Creator's creation is love. Interesting. It does, but it's also been manipulated as well. I'll tell you why. The agreement. Okay, let's do it this way. Thank you, Spirit. I said, nope, this one first. Yes, strength. It does mean strength and loving. That's giving and receiving. That's humanitarian. So it is love, yes. But the agreement was made to manipulate it. We hear love, but it's made for also, it also has a lot of conflict too. It's a balance of the two, love and conflict. But it does have a lot more strength with love. Wow. I don't know what the big secret is. Tread lightly with the illusions that they've told you. Love isn't the only thing. It does have love. There's something else. There's something else. I'm curious if it's also a home base where a lot of war and conflict is. They've had to fight for it back. This is standing their ground, and that's strategic. I think it's been a home base for a lot of wars recently. So it's had conflict. That's a great card. That's the final card that flew out, and that's your Creator card. Still belongs to the Creator, and our Creator is love. So let's go with more love. That's the intent. Oh, wow. And the base card is the Devil. I think we're split down the middle here. All right. All right. Still starring. But anyway, Nadia, so love, but it's been known to have a lot of conflict too. Yeah, we've learned to question everything, haven't we? All right. Okay. Hi, Jonna. I hope you're doing okay, honey. All right. Let's do another one of Kings. All right, Michael, what do you got? This isn't my hard word yet one. I'm doing them in order. Yeshua is said to have healed people. Was this done with a healing light coming from his palms? If so, what color was the light that was emitted? Okay. All righty. Let me update my phone here. I don't know about you guys, but electronics are crazy. My computer decided to do a bunch of updating that was not supposed to be scheduled, and my phone is way behind. It just now said I was live. Okay. All right. So when Yeshua healed, did he do it with the light coming from his palms? And if so, what was the color? I don't know about, they're showing me rainbow. Maybe it's all colors. You still recovering? Well, take it easy, honey. All right. Catching these stars here. You get a star, and you get a star. All colors would be white. Okay. Which makes sense. Interesting picture. I like that. Anytime you can laugh in the face of the enemy, it's take the opportunity. Wow. Gold and white. Yes. So he healed. It was a combination of colors. Palms, yes. But the combination of Jesus have mercy. Let's destroy the kitchen. Okay. To answer your question, King, you got an ace of cups. Yes. So he used his hands. I'm going to show you the next one and also show some light in this. See how the queen has her hand? So yes, that's a representation of hand. They always tell me to pay attention to the pictures, but it's a sword. So along with the light that came from his hands when he spoke is what healed and released from this guy. That's why I said, isn't it fun when you can laugh in the eyes of the enemy? Yeah. So his words and the light, this lighting is terrible. See the light coming down there in the corner? It's a beautiful golden white light. Yeah. Yep. Those swords manifesting. It's just absolutely manifesting. These are all manifestor cards. I think people really had to be willing. I mean, he did things, they had doubt, but they trusted him enough to get close enough to them. And of course, he didn't have to get close to them at times either. He just told people, go back home and the person would be healed because of his intention. Wow. So the light, I get white, golden light, hands, and voice. Yep. Another ace and victory. This is how he did it. Hope that resonates, Michael, because they showed me rainbow. But you're right. You put all the colors together, it would be white. Yep. Okay. All righty. Let's go back to starred. Katrina, how are you, love? I saw a vision that all of us were working together with all of the angels so the fallen ones could come back. Is this true? Wow. Fallen ones as in humankind. Okay. That would be beautiful. I think to a point we're already kind of doing some of those things, manifesting beautiful things with working with angels. Wow. I think it may take a little while, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is our wish. This is the Creator's wishes. Wow. Wish upon a star. Okay. So the star card. So we're also working with off-worlders as well to reconcile. So we're reconciling the fallen, but that's also working together with angels and off-worlders. That's where our strength comes from. Anything that's divinely created from the Creator. Absolutely. We are manifesting these things, but it may take a little while. Okay. Baby page. So when you've got a baby page, it may take just starting out. We're getting good at manifesting these things for the fallen or the lost. And then the final card is waiting for that harvest to happen. We're doing the work. Now we have to wait to see what the results are. Of course, we know that they have free will. But yes, beautiful dream. So we just keep doing what we're doing, working with the angels. Okay? All right. Let's go back to our copies. All right. Let me check my messages here. What in the world? Hold on, guys. Wow. That's amazing, Rocco. Okay. All right, sweetie. All right. Let's go to the next one. Oh, it would be the one with the big word. All right. Y'all ready? See how this goes. It depends. That means make sure you got some, because when Jen tries to pronounce this, y'all gonna laugh. All right. You ready? In Sumerian text, Noah was called, it's Enki, but EA, so A-E-A-E-I-O-U. As it was pronounced, here's your big word. You ready? And I learned that it's pronounced Unapushtim. Unapushtim. Utnapishtim. Y'all can thank King of Cups for that one. But I learned that it's Unapushtim. Unana pushed him off the cliff. I don't know. All right. So that's what they were calling Noah. And had help building the ark. Is Unapushtim the real name of who we call Noah? Unapushtim. Unana pushed him way too far. Now he's building a boat. I'm just saying. All right. Let's see. Was that Noah's real name? In the Sumerian text. Okay. Una pushed him. I got a thumbs up. All right. King Honda, Una pushed me off the cliff with that question. That's all right. It's a good question. I've never heard that before. I've heard Inky, but not that one. Yeah, I saw that and I immediately ran and I said, oh no, I got to know how to pronounce this. I'll be here all day. All right. Ooh, cards flying out. Interesting. Well, the ones that flew out tell me yes. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's just sad. Okay. This is interesting. These are the ones that came out. All right. Yeah. His name was that since the beginning of time. There's your Adam and Eve card. But in a different density. This can be in a different time and density. Remember, we always have to ask ourselves, is it this density or their density? Timeline wise. That tells me it's a different one. This tells me, yes, it is. That's what he is known as throughout the galaxy's universe, okay? But the deep state, I'm not afraid to say it because that's deep state church. And of course, you know the enemy card, right? To keep you trapped and held down by his true name. They held on to that information. You didn't need to know that. You know, they laugh at us. You dumb humans, you don't know. But yes, in a different density, that is how he is known. So that's his name. And then the bad guys said, you don't need to know that. Wow. I wonder if there's power in his name. You never know. Okay. So yeah. Wow. Okay. Unipishtim. That's Noah. Maybe we should ask if we should call him that. Does it change the energy? I mean, it's something that always leads to the next question. So if we call him Noah, does that change the energy? Is that why they didn't want us to know? Let's just ask. Just curious. Just curious. We don't ask questions, right? How are we going to learn? Does it change the energy when we call see? Y'all just like the Joe Biden coming out of me. Pushed them. Does it change? Okay. It does change the energy. Okay. All right. So we need to call him Unipushtum because when we say that name, Spirit ain't messing around. Remember, we're going to do this to trust. The collective needs to learn this. Okay. Queen of Wands is always trustworthy. Trust the fact that the collective really should start using the term Unipushtum because when you do, it changes the energy. Look at the Sun card. It reconciles the energy. It brings happiness and so much stronger for spirit. So we need to start. There's power in it. Hold one more. It's a Chariot card. It helps you overcome negative adversity, all the adversities that you're facing. We should really start using that. It may take some practice, but we should start using that term because it's a spiritual energy. I mean, we know that they call Jesus Jesus, even though there's no J's in Hebrew. And we know that he's Yeshua or Yeshua, however you feel that you need to pronounce it. So lots of things. You know what I mean? Yeah, 17. Push it real good. Yeah. Unipushtum. I'm going to start saying that in my sleep now. Okay. So, King, great question. Nadia, good point. Let me put this on the screen. Believed he was named that when the Anunnaki treated Adam and Eve up to him. Yeah, because the Sumerian texts come from the Anunnaki time. So it totally makes sense. Yep. You're all funny. Y'all gonna make new names or words. Pull y'all up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go back to our start. Nadia, is Schneider your dragon? That sweet baby? What are you talking about? Let's see. Who's his feller? Hi. Oh, you got to show King of Cups. Dennis, he has sleeves.
Yes.
They're sleeves. Okay, just saying. I'll tell you all that story in a minute. Bye, sweetie. All right, he's going back to work. Let me shuffle cards on Schneider being Nadia's dragon, and I'll tell you. King of Cups bought me a cup of coffee just so I'd have a little extra pocket change to buy Lee some sleeves, because every time he was coming in here on his week off, he's been working on that truck, and he's covered in grease, but he's wearing them muscle shirts. We couldn't afford no sleeves, but now we can. Thank you, King of Cups. All right, let's find out if Schneider Boy is Nadia's dragon. All right. He does exist, yeah. He doesn't want to today. He is exhausted after being off a week and starting just sleeping when he wanted to. Today was not very nice to him when he said, "We got to get up. It's 4:30 in the morning." Yeah, winter time. That doesn't stop him, Nadia. We haven't. We've had the air off, the heat pump off for 10 days now at least, but we haven't turned the heat on, so we're in between. Try to save a little money. We will when we have to. I'm about bundling up first. Wow. Okay. It's a beautiful reading with Snyder. I'm not quite sure that dragon is the term. Definitely an anchor to help you get through a lot of situations. Interesting they gave that question or that card. I'll show you. Okay. So he is, you might want to talk to King about this. Considered maybe part of your totem, but let me show you. The first card that comes out is tread lightly with that term. Tread lightly, not quite the right term. So dragon, maybe not, something different. The reason they showed me this one, a great leader, that's Snyder, but he comes from, now the Empress represents Gaia, and they kept showing me middle Gaia. I think he's not quite a dragon, he's something else. You might want to talk to King about that. He's a totem animal. That he's just represented as a sweet little doggy now. But he is here to help. Now, first of all, here's your card, okay? He helps you wrap up your burdens, and he's there for you, and we know that he does. He's there to bring you emotional support and get you through things. That's about burden, wrapping them up, because he's there to bring you complete happiness and joy. And this is also a contract you have with him, which is beautiful. That card's very hard to negatively aspect. Okay, that makes sense. Now, in a different density, Schneider is a dragon. But here, I'd be curious to know, he is your dragon in a different density. Great War of the Dragons as well. He was taken down, but his spirit's here now as Snyder, because that's the Sun card. Wow. It was funny, before I pulled that card, they kept showing me Darkness in the Skies. Darkness in the Skies. He was taken down and surrendered to the battle. These are vultures, you know that. And they're looking down. So he may have lost his life as your dragon. Interesting. You're right, King. Different density. That card says it all in that's all about different density, different timeline. He's definitely a dragon. So that makes sense. Yep. Perfect. King said it perfectly. Absolutely. Yep. Snyder's a dragon in another density. Here he manifested by you, and it's your totem animal that is with you in the physical form. Totally agree. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. Let's bring this phone back up and refresh it. Let's see if I have any more hard words I gotta pronounce. All right. Yeah. And then the other one was King said a little extra to buy some sleeves for hubby's bare arms. Yeah. We covered them today. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Those are Kings. And then, oh, he had one more. Hold on. I got too many things open here. And Nadia's got one too. Let's do this someone. We love our someone. All right. Ley lines are across the globe. Palestine and Israel and surrounding areas have been at war for centuries. True. Is what is known as Israel actually the source where the energy comes from to power the ley lines? Oh, the actual land itself? That's interesting. All right, well, let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right. That's a good warning, King of Cups. If Snyder starts blowing smoke and fire, I'd get out of his way. All right. Israel, source of ley lines. Source of ley lines. There's so much to that conflict that no one talks about. Just pray for everybody. That is weird. It's one of the sources. It's one of the sources. Beautiful reading. It's one of. Now you have an ace, yes, but this tells me it's one of many. Israel is one of many. Okay. The rest told me where the rest comes from, though. Now, because we're talking about a specific country, curious to know. Look at these two beautiful cards that came in side by side. It is the world, and that's the Empress, which also is a representation of Gaia. They're all over the world. Israel is just one. So I guess we should take a look at some other locations around the world and ask. But another curious thing, the ley line energy comes from off-world as well, because I pulled the star card. I think it's just a combination. That Seven of Cups tells me it's only one of many. So the ley lines draw their energy from multiple things, off-world and Gaia herself. That'd be an interesting topic to look into. We've studied a little bit about ley lines. Okay, so it answers the question, Rocco, but it doesn't tell me the rest. It just says it's one of the sources for ley line energy. So that's interesting. Thank you for the coffee, sweetie. All right. Let's go back up, and I got you, Nadia, on that one. Let's go back over to our start and see what we got. All right. We have 17. Did the eclipse have anything to do with Esther and the bride? Esther and the bride. Okay. Esther and the bride. Okay. Don't. Huh. Get a hold of my cards. I went to shuffle. Got 2 shuffles done. They're just a mess. And I flipped the deck to keep shuffling, and 2 cards came out, sticking out, and they're both aces. And I went, well, that just doesn't happen. So they're giving us 2 yeses that are very pushy. But let's see what the rest of the story is. Esther and the bride. Anything to do with Esther and the bride? What are we supposed to know here? Another ace coming up. Okay. Yeah, one of those aces ended up back on the bottom of the deck as soon as I flipped it. This eclipse is a huge sign. Let me take this off the screen. This is a huge sign. Positively aspected, so don't panic when you see this first card. First card is a surrender card. Negative energy, which I've noticed that a lot of people feel worn down, overwhelmed. Energy's been kind of weird recently. But it says this is positively aspected. That means don't do this. Do not surrender. Do not give up. Of all the garbage going on in the world today, and we know that, don't give up. Have faith. Take a leap of faith. Don't be fooled by all the garbage you're seeing, okay? It's time for victory in humanity. It's our time. But the eclipse is supposed to represent this. This card, I don't know why. This card reminds me of Esther. I just looked at it. How loving she was, cared about her people. Wow. This is our time, guys. This is about humanity. Justice is being served. The eclipse is a sign of that. It's basically another form of judgment. Justice is being served, and this is helping us get enlightened with everything that's going on. Yeah, hangman can also mean hang in there a little bit longer because you might be in limbo about putting the pieces together. But it's these 2 cards we should be happy about. It's victory for humanity. So the eclipse is just, our Creator told us there are signs and wonders in the heavens. We're supposed to study the stars. We're supposed to know things. I learned that a few years ago when people kept saying astrology's of the devil and astrology and tarot and all that. That's evil. And I'm like, what are you talking about? The first time I ever challenged a pastor was, I looked at him and I said, well, didn't the Magi find little baby Yeshua by following stars, and they had to know the stars in order to know where to find him? No, that's not how it worked. It's just a big bright star. You don't need to worry about all those constellations. And I went, oh, really? Is that your way of telling me you don't know? But yes, 17, the answer is yes. It has a lot to do with um, Esther. So we should look into that a little bit more. Curious. Yeah. Good point. 17. Esther, eclipse, sun, masculine, moon, feminine. Wow. Okay. Let me go back up here and star some more here. Your little man was talking about portals. Wow. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I don't know about you guys, but these little star seeds are working overtime. Overtime. All right. All right. You're welcome, Rocco. All right, let's go over here. Nadia had a coffee question. Thank you, darling. And she says, I watched the eclipse live on YouTube. Was curious why there was still sun out in New Mexico at 1 in the morning. They flipped the switch on for you. My question is, the announcers were at all about the eclipse. They wondered if this was real. Are they telling us that it was not real? Oh, are they starting to drop little hints, little nuggets? All right. Well, let's see. Yeah, when the media starts doing it, you know something's up. All right. Let's see that it wasn't real. Well, obviously it had something to do with Esther, so how do we know that, the stars and the moon and the sun, and whether it's scripture or any, not just the Holy Bible, but any faith-based books, when they talk about those things, maybe they were including what man-made garbage they would shove down our throat too. Maybe they wrote about all of them. When we look at Revelation and what Jesus revealed to him, maybe they include all the stuff that mankind would be doing or not doing. It's just one of those things you ponder. Okay, let's see. Are they telling us it's not real? So, media in tarot are the sword cards, because it can be media, newspaper, social media, any of that, because it's about words, stories, communication. So let's see what they say. They drop little hints. I'm not quite sure they were supposed to do that, though. They did drop hints. All right, so here you go. Now you got an Ace of Wands, so that says yes. All right. Wow. Judgment's happening. So you're going to start to see the media talk about swords, King of Swords. He's about justice and truth. Media sources are getting judgment right now. Yes, they did say it, but I'm not quite sure that the timing was right. But if they were hoping and praying that it would hoodwink the ones that don't really know. That's a page, so somebody who's just starting to get truths. People that are just watching it thinking, oh, it's a regular eclipse, they're really hoping that they can trick them with their words. It's not real, it's not real, it's not real. Not quite sure that they were supposed to do that, but the media has been taken over. But the timing is everything. They've been judged, but this guy with that sword says that no, truth and justice needs to be served, or needs to come out to the public, that they're really hoping you're not buying it. Wow. So whether it was intentionally put out there or not, people paid attention. The base card on that, people know it. People know it. And I don't think people were worried. Maybe you saw some people freak out, but I don't know. I didn't pay any attention to it. But not him. That's interesting. I think you might start to see a lot of slip ups or purposely, you know, broadcasters saying things like that. It's fascinating. All right. You got a time traveling joke, King? Go for it. Oh, yeah. Haha, just got it. Just a little slow. Wow. You didn't like it. You already know this. Haha. Maybe some of my brain cells were in the hair that got cut off. No, it's just Monday and crazy. Okay. All right, let's go back up here to the starred ones. That they were tricking us to say that it wasn't real. So they're saying it doesn't look real. They're hoping that they can trick you into believing it was real. So I think, well, you made the comment that the sun was still out at 1 a.m. I think they're trying to trick you. They're literally trying to say that it wasn't real. I'm just curious to know how many people bought what they said, though, because it does make a difference. And then some people just go about their business like, whatever, it's just another eclipse. Curious. Isn't there another great big one coming in April of 2024 everybody keeps talking about? I've heard of it. I don't know exactly. Wow. They keep giving me a download. It's almost as if some of these media outlets, they're under fire right now. It's like the white hats are there in the studio. I keep seeing them stand off to the side. Oh, it could have been old footage. Could be. Something to think about. There's so much old footage that they use all the time. Even in war times, they show you old footage. You've seen some of the ones with, what is it, the blown up tanks? Not blown up as in explosive, but like balloon made of air balloons to get you fooled. Yeah. All right, let's go back to our stars. How many we got? All right. Mods at exactly 1400, well, 2 p.m. for civilians. Close off questions. I'll get all these done and we'll do our oracles and we'll do a giveaway. And then we will go about our Monday. April the 5th. Interesting. I know I heard something about another eclipse coming in the spring. But wow, that's cool, Mary Jane. I couldn't even tell you what day it was on. I don't know. I guess it just wasn't important. The spirit didn't want me to focus on it, which is fine. All right. Let's do, here we go. 17 was next on the list. Is the war in Israel over portals and tunnels in Gaza? I think it's a part of it. But let's see. I know that there is a lot of nasty stuff underground over there. And I know YouTube will probably try to strike me. I don't really care. I have no fear. Okay, yes, I will say it. It's okay to say. It's the reason this is going on is the damn Khazarian mafia. Let's just put it out there. It's what it is. And anybody that I used to follow it, I don't anymore. I just don't have time. But studying the white hats and movements and 4chan and all that stuff, when they said save Israel for last, what do you think they meant? But that's just one little nugget. But let's see. Portals and tunnels. I think there's a lot going on, but I do think that that's part of it. Portals and tunnels. Maybe they'll give us some of those cards. Well, one flew out, and that tells me a lot too. Okay, let me take this off. I know that's a huge part. That's more of a 3D reason. The one that flew out was 4 of Pentacles. They're holding on for dear life because they're out of money. They have no more money. Yeah. The sneezy group that we were talking about. Yeah, it is multiple reasons. Definite multiple reasons. And what you're seeing a lot and hearing a lot of, this is also an illusion trickster card. It's not going on. I'm not saying that not everything that you're seeing is real. Some of it is an illusion. They're just telling you lots of things. They are taking them down. That's the Tower card. Portals. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty much yes to answer your question. The Sun card and an Ace of Pentacles, yes. But remember, sometimes when we pull this card, it's representation of a little, okay? And then this one is a little, that's a Page of Cups. Yeah. So tunnels, yes, they're destroying them. Absolutely. This plan has been in the works for a long time. That's your worker bee. Remember, they work and work and work. Another warning, guys. Not all of it is, this is an illusion. It's the Moon card. Don't believe everything you're seeing and hearing. Or at least the severity of it. Like I said, I'm not saying that it's not happening, but just not to the level we're being told. Because there's some really positive things happening out of this. This is completion of emotion and happiness. Like I said, just don't pick a side. That's my personal opinion. Pray for everyone involved for the negativity that's going on. Portals, tunnels, and a whole lot of other stuff, but they're cleaning a bunch of stuff up. Okay? All right. Let's see. Hi, Jules. No worries, darling. Okay. Iraq War Stargate. Yeah, my husband was over there in that area where they retrieved it. Yep. He was in the original site of the Tower of Babel. That's one of the locations of them. All right. Let's go to the next one. What do we got? 17 had another one. They're in order, guys. I'm not just picking certain people. They're just in a certain order. Was there a project called Lakeview that uploads souls after they died, which included 3 soldiers? Is that the thing on the moon? It could be something totally different. Because there's the device on the moon that's a soul capture that makes people reincarnate. But I could be talking about something totally different because I don't remember the name of the project. But good question. Okay. A project called Lakeview that uploads souls after they die. Okay. I don't know why they told me to change decks. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. Energy is much different. It's not negative. Clearer. I told you my hair was interfering with a lot of these downloads, and I knew it, and I knew I had to take measures. Now they're just poured in, and I'm trying to keep up with them. Oh. Curious to know if this is in the same density, 17, because is this something that happened here? Because it does exist, but I'm curious to know if it's somewhere else. Because it's been taken over. There's a conflict. 3 soldiers, yes, that's, yeah. Okay, so the death card, yeah, absolutely. So collect souls at death. That also changes something. Here's your 3 soldiers as the collective, yes. Here's why, but there's something's wrong with the project. That's a lot of inner conflict and been taken over. But the 2 of Pentacles is a different density, different timeline. They didn't capture souls to take to a different timeline, did they? I don't know anything about the project, but oh dear. It's been stopped. I pulled 2 more cards. Now, it's normally, this is reconciliation. I want you to pay attention because normally the other card, the other deck has little ones in it, and it can mean littles. Especially pay attention to the pictures. There's a reason they told me to change the deck. Okay, you see all the kitty stuff capturing the souls of littles? Soldiers are still involved in it. It's been taken over, but that represents childhood. Littles who are now free and independent because that's sovereignty and independence. I don't know anything about it, but this is what Spirit's saying. Okay. All right. They were trapped. Soldiers and littles. They're using all of them, or the soldiers were the ones trapping the littles, because that's trickery and being held down and hostage. Wow. There is a device called that. That death card proves everything, and your base card is the 3 of Swords. Disappointment, total loss. Wow. Scary thought. It says it's been cleaned up. So that's good. All right. All righty. All right, let's go back. Here's our sweet Terry. Was the Ring of Fire eclipse a portal? Okay. Let's find out if it was a portal. Seems to be a lot of things. Multiple meanings. Multiple meanings. Isn't that what they called it, the Ring of Fire? I don't know. It was a portal, but it's been taken out. Interesting. It's little man's nap time, and he not happy. Is it a portal? Let me take this off. And thank you to everyone that has prayed for them. They had a little tummy bug, but with all the prayers and, of course, rest and manifesting healing, they're much better because the attitudes are back. All right. So definitely a portal. Yes, that's the Ace of Pentacles. A secret portal. I guess it's about timing as well. But it was destroyed because that's the Tower and that's a military card. That's a white hat card. So was a portal. Maybe they were using it and it's one of those timing things that has to happen during an eclipse, but was destroyed. That's not a bad card in this aspect. Well aspected. You normally, when the thief comes in, it's like, oh, somebody stole something. No, we stole it back. That's what that means. You know how sometimes they'll bounce back and forth. Good to bad, but we got the we took care of it this time. It was destroyed. So portal, yes, but no more. Okay. All right, Rocco. Just throwing this out there. The end of a rainbow is a treasure. Is the treasure actually an entrance to Shambhala? Ooh. Good question. But reading that, I thought about the question that you kept asking if we would see upside down rainbows. So where would the end of those lead to? Heavenly realms or different dimensions? Well, let's ask. Good question. Interesting card that flew out. I got busy cards here. It does, but at this time we can't get to it. Wow. Okay. I'll show you the cards that flew out. I'll tell you what Spirit says. Take this off. Okay. So at the end is a treasure. These are the ones that flew out. The Five of Pentacles is the one card in the other deck that looks like you've been left out of something. You don't belong. That's what it is. Being left out in the cold. That's what that card represents. And this is walking away from something that doesn't emotionally serve us. We just walked away from that entrance. It's not for us at this time. King of Cups is about setting boundaries that we are not to mess with it at this time. Okay. Now, someone's trying to get our attention about asking these questions, though, because there is a time of judgment. All right. Not only for Middle Earth, but here. And they do part of that too. But judgment is about movement and getting our attention. That's why we're asking the questions that we do. The Sun card tells me that eventually we will move in that direction if we so choose. And it's to answer your question that yes, the end of a rainbow can lead to the entrance of Shambhala. And you also have an ace. Wow. So boundaries and borders right now that we can't go, but there will be someday that we will be called to go to the real pretty parts, so to speak. But that leads me to my next question that I asked you. If we have upside down rainbows, where would they lead us to? I'm just going to ask that question. There's an upside down rainbow, where would it lead? Because I'm thinking different dimension, heavenly portal, different, just higher level. And I also know that you guys have mentioned that rainbows are complete circles too. Okay, they're not playing. It's a card flying out. That's funny. Rocco's card comes in here. All right. So asking the question, does the upside down rainbow or the complete circle rainbow, does that not just Shambhala, does it lead somewhere else? The cards that flow out, look at that picture, leads multiple places. But think about the Golden City. What if you call it heaven but different dimensions? You've got multiple places you can go, and the rainbow in it, of course. Rocco's question comes in here. That means for generations this will happen. It's a generational card. And the Ace of Swords, higher density, different density, and different levels. What am I trying to say here? Levels of heavenly realms. That's what I'm trying to say. That makes sense? Yeah. Okay. I was just curious. All right. Here we go. All right. The Land of Oz. Yeah, that's what it is. Yellow Brick Road. The baby. Let me see, honey. Let me see where I'm at on my questions. I think I have 12 left. Do you need to go? Because I'll do it. You're third on the list, but I'll go ahead and pop it up if you've got to go. Or you're just busy. I understand. Why are your dogs attached to me like no other right now? They're always underfoot. Well, they're probably feeling energy too. Let's find out what Spirit says. Doggies. Many people fail to understand, especially if people aren't awake and they're not quite sure why their animals may be acting a little funny. They're so sensitive to energies and spirit, positive and negative. Well, let's see what's going on with the puppies. They want your protection. Wow, they're definitely feeling the energy here. Okay. The first card that came out, Zababy, is, take this off here. Being protected, moving out of troubled waters. These people in the boat are relying on this person to bring them to safety. That's what they're doing with you. They're looking for protection from you and also to protect you. They're sensing something about the energy. Okay. And I can't wait till it balances out. Tower card is in here. Something's changed the energy with them. They're scared. And they know it. They don't understand why, but the Tower card represents great change and chaos and catastrophe possibly looming. But this will balance itself out. The Justice card says that it's okay. Give them time. Give them time. They feel stuck. They feel stuck. They feel stuck. Yeah, they're not quite sure. They're basically bound, can't see, and they're just confused by the energy. I can't see what's coming, but I feel it. That makes sense? Final card that I pulled is the Lover's card. Just love on them. Show them some attention and affection and, be empathetic towards the way they feel too. They have a hard time expressing themselves, and being under your feet is the only way they know how to do it. Okay. All right, so baby, here we go. Who's next? Caroline. Well, I found the help my 3-year-old grandson needs to help the spirits he see to move on. Oh, well, that can be tricky. Okay. Spirits are coming to him and need a little help. It's because he's so young. They know that he can see them. Hmm. There's different ways that you can do this. You can encourage, always call in the heavenly host with Yeshua and your creator, white light. Always make sure you protect yourself as well. All right. It looks like you've got some that you're going to have to be strategic with and stand up against. But you will. You will. And this is something as he grows up, he's going to be able to do on his own, but you can help. But this says be very strategic about how you do this. Like I said, definitely bring in angels to help you, your guardians, Yeshua, Magdalene, creator, father, mother. There's lots of ways, but this says be strategic with your words, okay? Be very careful. Stand your ground, because some may be a little pushy and they just don't want to leave. Stand your ground and say, no, you need to go on. This will happen quite quickly once you figure out that's the right strategy. It'll happen. But this tells me that he'll be able to do this. It's a generational thing. You all have the power to do it. But as he grows and more generations, yeah, you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to manifest them going. King of Pentacles is generational manifestation. Positivity. Base card on it is strength. Once you get the right words down, it'll happen. Okay? All right. Here's our moon. There was someone that mentioned a daughter and bipolar. What came to mind was 2 soul conflicts. Could that have been a cause of diagnosis? That is soul split is. I should have asked that. Oh, I remember that question. Someone being diagnosed as bipolar. Well, it's to my understanding they were mute. That's not what their diagnosis should be. But we want to know if you are bipolar, that it's 2 soul conflicts, could have been a soul split. Interesting. All right, let's see. That's true, Spirit. Oh, throw cards at me. No, I'm getting this an imbalance. No, they're throwing cards at me. They're actually okay. They're just kind of stuck spiritually, or their soul is kind of stuck. Okay. The reason I say that is the Hangman. Okay. They're in limbo right now. I'm not quite sure what to go on. Okay. Now, bipolar is sometimes you feel really happy and everything's great, and then there's really loss and depression, and I have just these spirits really getting to me now. Okay. Whew. Okay. Well, bless me if it comes out. So it's really about really, really happy. I guess they call that manic, and then the other side is just being really, really down and depressed. But I want you to look at it's not a soul split. This is, they told me chemical imbalance. It's just being imbalanced. Temperance, see the scales? This is just being imbalanced, not not spiritually though. This is a physical chemical imbalance. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, being imbalanced in the because I asked Spirit. I said, this is in the mind?" And they said, "Yes. This is what their mind does with themselves all the time. Inner conflict, cannot figure out which way is up and down." So not a soul split, chemical imbalance. Does that make sense? Okay. Here we go. Let's move on. Thank you, Nadia. Haven't sneezed yet, but that doesn't mean I won't. Okay. Speaking of our Nadia, what we got? Do you think that Unipushtum was created by our Father and no by the Anunnaki? Oh, okay. I haven't looked up the meaning of the word Noah. Does anybody know what it is in the terms that we use nowadays? Good question. Let's figure this out. Creation. Okay. Interesting. Curious. This doesn't make sense. We're to tread lightly with this information. It's the Creator. What the Creator, curious to know if the Anunnaki, trying to figure out where the fooling comes in. Something to keep our energy down. The reason I say it is because it's saying be careful with the wording on this. This is tread lightly, okay? Take this off. Tread lightly. I have to be careful how I word this. There's something about the term Noah. Remember we talked about the name Noah bringing energy down? It does. Just tread lightly. Something about boundaries. King of Cups, that's about boundaries, emotional boundaries. Not giving me a clear answer. It's kind of all over the place. Let me tell you what I saw when I picked up this card. Okay. You see this person and they're hiding all their treasure, but manifestation, it could be information, it could be a physical thing. They're hoarding it, keeping it to themselves. And this is why I keep thinking that the Anunnaki are the ones that did not want this to be known, his real name to be known. Wow. And they really fought against it. They did not want his real name released. And I'm trying to reason why. Because that is complete burden and being down, surrendering. And they did not want us to know about it. There's funny. Thanks, Spirit. Sometimes I don't get clear answers from spirit. Something about the future, which would have been our past, but our future as well. Three of Wands. Let's look at the. It's a boat, right? Using the name Unipushtum. Remember, we said it has a lot of strength. No, in this boat. Something about the future. The Anunnaki are the ones that did not want it. Noah's created from the creator, and the Anunnaki did not want his real name being put out there. It's the best way I can put the answer. Created by our divine creator, and the Anunnaki said, no, do not let his name out. I hope that resonates. It's something maybe I can study on. Now I'm just curious. But Noah means rest or repose. Interesting. Humanity got recycled and started over. All of these options, it's beautiful. Sometimes spirit just says that's enough. That's all you need to know. Okay. Inley probably was the one that kept the name hidden. Yeah, it's just the energy that I'm feeling, that divinely created, but they said, do not say the name. Okay. But apparently we should say the name because it has a lot of power and strength. Okie dokie. Sorry if that didn't complete the answer, but that's what I had. All right. Peg, what do we got? 12:05 p.m. Peg Shields. Huh? Black Squirrel come to chatter at me this morning. Do you know what his message was? See, talking your ear off. They can do that. They can do that. Let's see if Squirrely had a message for you. Like, where are my peanuts to store for winter? The black squirrel. Was there a message? Wow. Okay. Something about a warning. So ask yourself if there's something going on, or brace yourself. Was there a message? Yes. Ace of Pentacles. Message from the universe, because this is what pentacles are. They come from the universe. Squirrely was just chosen to give you the message. Tread lightly. All right. Something's about to wrap up in your life. I have 2 tens here. A lot of burden, sorrow, and being kept down. They're coming, they're wrapping up. Hard times are ending, but tread lightly with your emotions. I wonder if that means don't get worked up too fast. Oh, well, that's okay. I guess it's emotional, but how you manifest things. Don't think negatively, okay? Great changes are coming. All right? Great changes are coming. That death card, that's what this, because it's positively aspected. You'll be manifesting something really positive. It could even be money because it's a pentacle. Something's coming to an end. Great burden is ending. But tread lightly. Don't let yourself get overly worked up. There's the second screaming child. Wow. Peg, it's a beautiful message, but it comes with a little bit of warning. Just be careful. Like, don't get all worked up. But good things, good changes are coming. Okay? All right. Here we go, King. We know that the Garden of Eden moves around. Is it because the garden is actually located on an off-world or spaceship? Oh, well, that's totally possible, isn't it? Okay. To refresh this crazy phone. It has a mind of its own. Okay, let's check. Sitting on an off-worlder spaceship. And I know some of these spaceships, especially what they call these motherships, can be massive. Let's see. Now that leads me to another question. You know how Revelation talks about the New Jerusalem? And by the time you do the math, it's like 1,500 miles wide and up and in depth. Is that a ship too? Just curious. All right, Garden of Eden on a spaceship. I don't know why they showed me a portal. Show me a portal. What does that mean? It does. If it does, it goes. Is that what you're? Yes, it is. Constantly changing. It's constantly changing. Absolutely. Oh, that would make sense. Okay. All right. So to answer your question, King, the answer is yes. It's they're actually both correct. You are correct with the Ace of Cups. Yes. Spaceship. Still a beautiful place. There's your Eden. There's Empress Mother Gaia. All right. Beautiful. She's happy where she's at. It's being held safely, comfortably. I kept getting portal that it's on the move. This spaceship goes through portals. And I asked Spirit, is it a portal? Yes, that's another ace. Yes, you are correct as well. Because this prevents them, whoever's in control of it, of being trapped because of the enemy. Wow. Okay. So both correct. Knight of Cups. They tread lightly where it goes. So portal, spaceship, it's both. Wow. Never would have thought about that, but Spirit says yes. So not only on a spaceship, and it's traveling through different portals, which is densities. Okay. All right. Okay. I think we have. Yeah. King, it makes you wonder to have exact measurements the way New Jerusalem, because it's done in cubits, just like Noah's Ark was. Yeah, if it's a spaceship as well. Wow. All right. Russ, you're next, darling. My 36-year-old son was very loud and annoying during the game yesterday. Is the stress in his life getting to him? Does he have any negative attachments from beer? Okay. Very loud and annoying. And let's look and see if it's a 3D thing or in. I keep getting energy. What's wrong with the energy? Just picking up. There's something else 3D, and it's just exacerbating it. This is worry. Okay, so it's both. It's energy, but there's something three-dimensional. It's not, but I don't get beer. I don't get that. I get finances. He's trying to manifest something. So this is the 3D part. He's trying to manifest money. He really, really needs it. He wants to start something new. Because that's the Fool card. All right, that's starting something new. New traveling, having the heart and desire to move, start a new journey, new path. He needs the money to do it. He's really irritated though with the energy. The energy is making it worse because the moon is about illusional energy. You know how the moon can make you crazy? It's just the energy in general. It's just making it worse, making the 3D issues. He's off balance right now because that's negatively aspected with that moon card. It's throwing him off balance. He needs to really learn to set some boundaries emotionally because it's setting him off. It'll work itself out. He'll be able to reconcile that and manifest what he wants because that's the Ace of Pentacles. The universe will provide whatever he needs and wants, but he's really stressed out. And then just the spiritual energy around universally is just making him, I don't want to say cuckoo, but it does. It drives people crazy and it makes situations worse. It just does. I don't think he's doing anything like if it's drinking or something. I don't get that. I think he's just he really wants to do something. He has his heart set on doing something, and he's trying to manifest it. It's not happening fast enough for him, so he's affected by the energy, Russ. Yeah, we just send him love and light and give him positive energy. Manifest it. It's here. It's in your hand. I don't know if he's aware spiritually of the way we are, but encourage him. Okay. All right. Okay, Caroline, what is causing me to feel off the past couple of nights? Probably the same thing everything else, but let's look at you personally and see if it's the energy. All right. Good for you, King. That's funny. All right. Caroline, what's off, darling? Everybody's felt a little off, but I felt not off, so to speak. Negatively though. I've just been really, really busy and focusing on new paths and journeys spiritually and new types of meditation, and that's just where my brain's been at. But I don't feel negative energy. But that's just me. We're all different. Love you, Deb. Enjoy your day, honey. What is making Caroline feel off? Whatever it is, it's the universe spit out a card and says you need to stop it. Stop it. I'll show you the card the universe spit out. And that, stop it. You're worrying over nothing. Told y'all they bossy. They do. But it's still good advice. Don't let worry get you. We're not supposed to be worrying. You're off balance too. Wow, that card is busy today. I think because you're normally so positive and you have great energy all the time, the enemy does not like that. All right. First of all, I told you, Spirit says don't worry about it. The offset and balance, just being unbalanced, it's negatively aspected because this guy comes in here. He's trying to come in and creep negative thoughts into your mind, but you don't think that way. Don't let him. All right? He's trying to chain you up. No, tell him to, be kicked to the curb, buddy. Different density, timeline energy as well is coming in. Okay, that's different timeline, different density. Seems like everything's a little off balance. Justice card says that too. Stick with your collective and manifest the good stuff. All right? Don't let that a-hole come in and talk to you in your ear. Let's see, we'll try. You're doing great. Don't let him change it. Yeah, you're going to be fine. Ace of Cups, emotional fulfillment. You're going to be fine. You're going to come out of this. You'll be fine, honey. You're strong. You got a lot of strong energy around you. All right. Imaginary party life. Yeah, mine too. Woohoo! All right. What do we got? Moon. Middleman was talking about portals last night. Was he just pretending? I seriously doubt it. His imagination of play. I seriously doubt it. But let's see what Spirit says. Hey, little star seed. Interesting. Someone's showing him. Yeah, he's. A little bit of a warning. He's got a great talent. He's got a great talent. A little bit of a warning there, though. This is just who he is. He just has the ability to do this. He can see portals. He can sense portals. Almost feels as if he came from a portal. Magician card, that represents him. He is a starseed that can use all the elements at one time. He's going to be a teacher. And I believe Spirit's teaching him too. Wow. This is a positive thing. This is celebration. Get happy. Have emotions of, wow, he's really growing. He knows about portals. He's strong. He has a firm foundation to know exactly. He keeps all this information hidden. Now he's starting to talk about it a little bit more. Now, it does come with a little bit of a warning. Watch him. Because when they're that little, they're very vulnerable. Now, divinely protected by the Creator, of course, but we don't want him influenced by anything negative. Tread lightly with his emotions. If it starts to be too much for him, he needs to remember to be a kid, right? But you're going to start to see a lot of drastic changes in him. Once he really experiences portals, seeing them, going through them possibly, astro traveling. But it says tread lightly about what he hears from other people. Like if you're watching a show or video and he may catch on to it, it says tread lightly because it could cause inner conflict. And he may be going through that, but fives are temporary. It's a 5. He just may be struggling with what is this? What do I believe? But he's that magician card. This baby has come from probably a portal himself. Let's see what else. Yes, he does. Pulled the Emperor card. He's a strong leader. Emperor and magician. He's fulfilling a contract. Yeah. Here's your final card. And that's the 2 of Cups. That's your contract card. All right. I would just watch him. If he's really young, I would just watch him. Because when they're that little, sometimes their emotions get away from them. They're not sure how to process things. So just pay attention, okay? But he is well aware of portals, and he's just starting to come into his own, okay? Hi, Katrina, my guardian angel, who I call Esther. What is her actual name? I cannot pronounce it correctly. That's not a tarot. She's beautiful. Just trying to get her to. I don't know if I can pronounce it. Yeah, it's the wrong person. I talked to King. Now, if I had my pendulum board out and the pendulum, I might be able to spell it. But I'm doing this from download. I don't know. King, you might want to help out with this one, whether it's today or on your next show. Katrina, I'm not sure. I'd have to think about that one. She's mouthing something to me, but it's really long. It's something. It's got more syllables in it than that. I'm trying to watch her lips, and I can't pronounce it. Maybe we'll get King to help you out a little bit. Or, he's working on it. I don't have my pendulum board out here. I should keep it out here for questions like that. Oh, man. Just encourage him. No fear. No fear. All right. Katrina, let King work on that for a second, okay? All right. Here's Nadia's got the last two. Are there two Shambhalas, one on inner earth and one outside of the firmament? Well, that would explain our rainbow question, wouldn't it? I'm wondering. Heavenly realm. Let's see. Oh. Now I know why they told me to change decks, because this one's been more detailed. Here it is. Okay. Alrighty. They know how to answer. All right. So, two Shambhalas, the answer is yes. I'll tell you why. Look how pretty. Queen of Pentacles, manifestation of another Shambhala, inner earth, yes. Do you remember that? The rainbow we were talking about in the last question? Yeah, that card came back up. Yep. Above the firmament as well. And the final card is High Priestess. And that's beyond the veil. You just can't see it. So yes. Shambhala, inner earth, Shambhala, outside firmament. So two. Yeah. Which the fact that that card came back on is definitely confirmation. So yes, two of them. All right, Nadia. Last question for a fun question. Was I Hathor? Oh gosh. I thought. You don't want to be Toth? What? You could have a name like Yuna Pushtin. We need to get, what is your shaman name, Nadia? Is anyone giving you one? If you don't have one, you should have asked at the powwow. You need a name. Sister No Shoes. Hathor. Let's see. Is that Thor, the thunder lightning god that needs to clear his throat? Just teasing. All right. You goofball. Great leader like Hathor. I don't know. Curious to know if this is relation to Hathor. This is just, I think it's funny. I think this is a child. If that represents Hathor, that means you're Hathor's child. Wow. And upside down. First upside down question, or the card we've had today. And it is positively aspected because normally if it's upright, it is pain, suffering, depression. And when it's upside down, it means healing. Child of Hathor, the great healer. Those are the three cards that were drawn. I'm just telling you, Spirit's having fun with you too. Okay. Kina. Wow. Kina. Well, it would make sense why I knew it had 3 syllables, but I didn't. It was almost impossible to get that out. Shaman smartass. Okay. We could do that. Anything's better than shaman hairy feet. All right. Birth name was Hadassah. I didn't get that it started with an H, though. I totally trust Kane. Because I got 3 syllables as well. At least when she was trying to enunciate it to me. Oh my goodness. All right. So that is it for the questions. So let's do your oracles. And then Shaman Smartass Hobbit. Yeah. Hairy Feet Hobbit. That's a long name. That's funny. Let's do your oracles. Ow, hit my kneecap. We'll do your oracles, then we'll do a giveaway today. All right, I'll do some more reading giveaways. And why I have your oracles, I'm gonna put this deck away. King's got some shows. He will be hosting the roundtable this week. And check out his page because he's going to have some shows as well. And he knows he can put them in the chat if he wants to. All right. So let's see what Spirit says for oracles today. After I check my phone. Oh, Sister Renee popped in. All right. She wants to know, she wasn't going to ask a question, but are these chemtrails over my house and area bad or good? They keep doing it. Okay. And Sister Renee's in California, so let's take a peek. Good or bad? Okay, sorry. Grabbing the wrong deck. Bossy they are. Good or bad? Just do a 3-card yes or no. That's the left queen. Interesting. Ooh. Renee Today I'm not getting good, honey. Not getting good at all. Let me show you why. Nine of Cups, that's tread lightly. There is a thief involved. There's the Death card and the Moon. They may try to convince you that it's good, but it is not. Someone stole some equipment or something? Because the Thief card's in here. And the Knight is tread lightly. Hi, lovey. You want to say hi to friends? No. Okay, fine. It's because Mimi's working by herself and you want to see your friends. But Renee, I got negative, honey. Okay. So bless the skies, bless everything. If it's raining down on top of you, okay? Just bless everything. No fear. Don't worry. Okay? All right. So let's get on with your oracles. And King's got a show tomorrow, 2:30, now specific time. Roundtable Wednesday at usual time. Show on Thursday at 2. Okay. Weekend's up in there. All right. All righty. Thank you, King. All right. Terry, I was curious about that too. I don't know where DHP's been. We just sent him love and light and pray he's doing well. Yeah. I'll tell him, Nadia. He's just been in the mood. His energy's off too, I reckon. I don't know. All right. Let's start with your angel of abundance today. I like this idea. Quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. All right. Who's our archangel? One that I can pronounce? It is Archangel Christine. That's beautiful. Accept the Christ light. Act with wisdom and loving compassion. Your guidance is to open up to Archangel Christine and allow her to fill you with Christ light as well as wisdom. Know that from the moment you invoke her, she starts to pour unconditional love and golden wisdom into you. She helps you experience everyone and everything from an enlightened perspective. All right. All right. Thank you, Archangel Christine. Sacred Forest. Where are we at? The elves of playfulness. I live with 3. Yes, I am. Embrace your innocence. Let go of heavy responsibilities. Give yourself a break. Nurture your spirit by doing something fun. Joy is as important for sustaining yourself as the food that you eat. Have a little fun. Laugh. Have joy and humor and laughter in your life. Okay? Our white light oracle today. Of course, you know the ones I can't pronounce. Oh, let's see. Devarapatra. You know I'm not pronouncing it right, so there you go. It's pretty. Kind of reminds me of a lotus flower. All right. Out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive them. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. Spirit's always trying to bless us. We're the ones that seem to be too guarded sometimes. We have a lack of trust. I understand. We are human. All right. Here's your chakras. Well, that kind of goes along with it. All right, so we have joy, the color yellow. So that's your solar plexus. Joy, 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 joy. All right, here we go. The vibrational energy is walking on air. A pure essence of joy comes through detachment. Daisy yellow brings joy, but does not experience it. Its purpose is to radiate what is inside. This powerful energy moves your projects forward. It is too detached to be creative, but will draw in assistance necessary to further your goals. Be happy, happy, happy. All right, here's your next one. Green, heart chakra. Okay, perception. How are you perceiving things? Emerald stone. Emerald offers a regal ability to see things differently and the chance of embracing transformation. There's an ability to attract wealth here if you have an open heart. We found that one a lot, even in private readings. All right, your final one is blue, which is your throat chakra or third eye? Oh, it's one of the blues. There's only one in here. I'll let you decide because there's two blues. Throat chakra, third eye. We'll see. It's bittersweet. There's an inner strength here helping you to rise above circumstances and do the right thing. It is time to set aside your personal agenda for the good of the group. The person you are becoming is capable of more than you imagined. I'm thinking third eye for some reason. That might make more sense. But yeah, we use that in a lot of terms of one door closes, another one opens. That's how I relate that one. All right, let's do these littles and then move on. Love and light today. Shine your inner light brightly. The city has no need of sun or moon, for the glory of God illuminates the city, and the Lamb is its light. That's from Revelation 21:23. All right. Your awakened dreams. Love the ones you're with. All right, that's that one. As if this were your last day on earth, give 100% of your gifts to the project or person in front of you now. Stop waiting to exhale. Though your circumstances may not be perfect, consider this to be permission to give all the love you've got to the ones that you're with. All right, angel therapy today. Workshops and seminars. Attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. Well, we're all learning. Some are called to teach. All right. Here is your fairy oracle. Wait for winter. Well, we kind of are. Let's get through fall first. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. And your final one is your mystical shaman oracle. And today we pulled the child. The child. All right. The child knows the way to joy and happiness. We've had a lot of this joy and happiness stuff today, right? The child offers the return of a second innocence, a time born of wisdom and not of naivety. This card allows you to correct your course and offers you a second chance. It brings you the possibility of redemption and entering heaven while on earth. All right. So we've got a lot of childlike spirit cards today. Find joy in things. Remember the innocence of your childhood. Okay? Remember those things. All right. Let's do some giveaways. I'm going to give away 3 more readings today. All right. If I don't knock my monitor over first. So I have 3 little balled up numbers that I chose prior to the show. We'll do 1 to 20. If you have not received a private reading, then please participate if you want. And if you do, if it's not enough people to participate, then you can participate and choose to give it away if you want to. Okay, so I'm going to look at the clock, pick a number between 1 and 20. I'll just pull 1. We'll do this 3 times. And then we'll be talking to each other to get you scheduled. I'm booked up tomorrow. Wednesday's the show. Thursday I cannot because I have prior engagement. Friday's the show, but I will work around those schedules as well. We'll get you scheduled in. But let's do the next 3, okay? All right, we'll give it about 30 more seconds. I think my clock's jumping on. All right, and stop. Here we go. They're sealed. I just wrote them down and sealed them. So it's sealed. So let's see. We have the number. Oh, do you see it? 9. Number 9. Who do we have? That's 1. What do we got? King. King of Cups. Michael, you won one. All right. I'm going to write King down. You got to intuitive download. Pick 9. Pick 9. It's not cheating. All right. Congratulations, Michael, King of Cups. You won the first one. All right. We're going to do the next one. Are you ready to go? And 1 to 20. And go. All righty. Let's see. I'll write these down because I won't remember them. And stop. All right. You ready? All right, let's see. Remember what I said. It's sealed. And we will open number 4. What do we have? Number 4. Uh-oh. Our nans had 3 and the baby had 2. All right. You two are going to have to battle the next one out here. All right. Write a new one down. Write a new one down. Nadia had 3. Yeah, but you had 2. Wait, what was the number? 4. Duh. Jen can't math. I was looking at a different number too. I'm trying to do too many things at one time. All right, Nadia. Nadia. All right, sweetie. All right, that's the second one. I got one more that is sealed. So let's do the next one. You ready? And go. 1 to 20. We'll do one more. And Jen will stop trying to multitask and look at 3 different things with numbers on them. You'd think I'd learned by now. And stop. All right, ready? Sealed. And it is number 18. Number 18. So what do we got? Nadia's laughing at my math. No more multitasking. 962. I don't think that counts. Oh, goodness. 18. Well, all right. In this corner, we have Katrina. And in this corner, we have 17. Who was first? Let me look. My chat's going too fast. Hold on. Dragonfly 17 and Katrina. All right. Do you want to do one more? I'll just write it down. I'll do one more. I'll just think of one. You two battle it out. Okay? 17 and Katrina, you two battle this one out. You two are the only ones participating. You think of a number. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm thinking. All right. I got it. Folding it up. I have it. Go for it. You two. Flipping a coin. I don't have any coins on me. You then do it this way or the other way. It doesn't matter. All right. And stop. Okay. All right. 17. You chose number 9. And all right. Katrina, did you pick another one? Are you sure you're going to give it? All right. All right. Katrina is giving it to 17. I had chosen the number 6. But Katrina says to give it to Dragonfly 17. That's very kind of you. Okay. All right. Katrina said give it to 17. Yep. Totally her choice. That's totally fine. So 17. All right. So now King, Nadia, they know how to get a hold of me. 17. Everything's in the description. You can email me, text me, whatever you want to do. Okay? And we'll get you scheduled. All right? And we'll go through the process. Of course, anytime I do these, you have the option of a phone call. You have the option of Zoom. Slowly starting, I can do it on Messenger too. You just, think of some questions that you want. You'll get private oracles. And we'll figure it out. Okay? All right, guys. That's it. It was a great show. I will see you guys tomorrow on Dennis's show. And then Friday, he's going to hold, not Friday, Wednesday. Jen needs a nap. Wednesday for the round table, our King of Cups, Michael is going to host that. And then he'll have one on Thursday, which I will be gone all day Thursday. I will not be available. And then Friday, you'll see the crew back here on this show. Okay? It was a good show. Beautiful questions. Sometimes Spirit answers clearly, and sometimes I read clearly, and sometimes I don't. It's what happens. Energy's crazy. Eclipse or no eclipse. I appreciate you guys popping in. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Be happy, love, and light. A little if you need it. Other than that, I love ya. Blessings, blessings. And go enjoy your day. I'm going to go roast a chicken. Yay! Love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.